Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to HODL the line. Oh, I guess I should turn my light on so maybe you can see me. Oh, there I am.
He's about to glow in the dark.
Well, Lord knows I don't. I need more sun, so I probably do. that's beside that's beside the point. BC, how you doing, brother?
Well, I'd complain if it got me anywhere, but it has been
Yeah,
a very good day.
there he is. There he is. Badel coming in
Sorry.
under the wire.
Oh, we didn't go live yet? Oh no, we did
Well,
a minute
we're
ago.
We
live,
did.
buddy. We're live.
I
You
was like, you
missed
just
it.
said that you guys were live, but
Oh man.
You
sorry.
barely made it, sir.
Yeah, we're giving you the you made it. There we go. We're giving it to you. How's everybody doing out there? Appreciate everybody that's kind of jumping in. I know the notifications are just going out. We got some people on X, people on YouTube. Appreciate everybody. Let's give the chat a quick shout out, and then we can kind of jump into things here. Tech Man in the house saying, "Don't buy the Bitaxe." He's talking from my live stream this morning with Trade Intuition. I said I was probably going to do that because we're going to talk about some solo miners, one Bitcoin solo miner hitting a block. Going to talk about another one outside the Capitol for the 4th of July. Too late, Tech Man. I already bought it earlier today. So yes, I spent some Bitcoin on a Bitcoin miner. Did get a discount, but for using Bitcoin. But oh well.
Did you get the gamma?
Yes. No, wait. I got what? I got to look. I think it was the Gamma. That's the one that does like the 1.2 terahash. Is that the one? I got that
Yeah,
Mhm.
right.
1.04, somewhere in there. I wish I would have waited because I bought two Bitaxes. They're like 450 gigahash from Altair Tech, and I want to say I paid 220, but I think that was for both because it has like the 3D printed shroud.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I got the stand with it too, just to make it easier for me. I don't want to even deal with the baloney, so I just figured I didn't care. I got the stand, and let's. Shuby is here. Shuby, cheers to you, brother. Appreciate you
Are we
being
going to
here.
talk about the Bitaxes now, or are we going to
Oh,
wait?
we can. You know what?
We can.
I wasn't gonna start there, but we can start there. Let's just finish saying hey to everybody that's here, and then we can jump right into that. All sets in the house. Appreciate you being here, and of course, Miss Crypto Badel. She's not on screen here today, but she's in the chat. Appreciate that. T.I. Joe, speaking of Joe, Trade Intuition in the house with the bingos, the bangos, and the BC and the Badels. I love it. I love it. Let's see. Dylan is in the house. Appreciate you being here, Dylan. Dylan and I have been going back and forth on email. Thanks for getting back to me with all that other kind of stuff. There you go, FOMO the Bitaxe. I did, man. It was done as soon as I got off the live stream. Boom, there it was. I went and did it. Automatic Beats. Appreciate you being here, Automatic Beats. All right. So yeah, you want to? I guess we can jump into that. Like I said, I wasn't gonna go there, but let me bring it up. Let's
So, so I
go ahead.
had a quick story. My
Yeah.
Bitax the other day, I was looking at CK Pool. You know my stats. I just look at it at least once or twice a day to make sure my shit's going.
Yep.
It was telling me that it was only had one device. I'm like, okay, that's weird. And I was looking at the screen as it goes through, and I'm like, no, it's connected. It's hashing. Went to the IP address, logged in, and somehow the pool got changed and the wallet address got changed to Bitcoin Cash. And
Huh.
I've
What'd you
never
do?
connected them to Bitcoin Cash. So I'm like, I wonder if maybe that BitX got hacked somehow.
Huh. I
Uh,
don't know.
I
I got nothing, brother.
I
I mean,
wouldn't
I
I
should
wouldn't
have
know.
saved the wallet address to look it up, but I didn't. I was just like, I saw the wallet address was different, so I changed it. And then I'm like, okay, an hour later, I'm like, why is it not on the pool? And I look at, go back into it, and the pool was changed also. And I'm like, that's weird. And it was some pool I've never even heard of.
Huh. I have no idea. I mean, did the pool you were in change names or something?
No, my other one, it's CK Pool. I mean, it's like the most popular for BitAxes.
Interesting. Interesting. I have no idea.
A little odd, but
that is odd. And speaking of Bitaxe, this was one of the things I wanted to bring up here. Fully mobile Bitcoin mining rig spotted operating on the lawn outside the U.S. Capitol. This was on the 4th of July. And Bitaxe, they got it set up and running out there. I just thought that was cool. Freedom money right there. And did I see somebody say somebody hacked you? Tech Man saying RPM hacked you. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, but I mean, like, wouldn't they have to get into my home network in order to access the Bitaxe?
Retro Mike's pool or bust.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm honestly, I wouldn't know. You were a part of a pool?
No, it's solo mining Bitcoin.
Yeah, but
just solo mining. You're using a pool.
You're using a pool, so that's not solo mining. Solo mining is just you. You're using that as the lottery ticket to scratch.
Well, it's CK pool. You can either do the pool or you can use theirs to solo mine.
Okay.
Yo,
I don't know. I haven't set that up in that yet. So
I've never mined, so I'm not sure on all of that. So, I mean,
and here you go. He's saying if you have UPNP, I'm trying to read that. My eyes, good Lord, enabled. Interesting.
Do I want it that enabled or disabled?
I think he's saying like you might have gotten hacked if that was enabled, because originally he said this, and then he said if.
So I want UPnP disabled?
Probably then.
That's probably a good guess.
I don't even know where that's at on my router, to be honest.
I got it. Let's see. Yes, you can use a pool to solo mine with CK. Okay. I stand corrected.
Yeah,
and
so
yes,
and
he's saying disabled.
Okay, yeah, CK pool is just the name. So like with my Nano 3s, I had them on Retro Mike's pool for a little while, but then I was having some issues and then I couldn't get them to reconnect. So I just said, forget his pool for the moment. But so say you used Retro Mike's, node or whatever to his pool. Just because you're on his pool, you can still solo mine or
yeah. And now that I go back and I'm doing a little bit of research, even the block that was hit was CK solo mining right here. So hold on, let me just scroll down so you can see that. See it? Right there. I don't know if you can see my mouse.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So I stand corrected.
I'm just curious if like what their terahash or gigahash was to hit that.
What's he saying? UPnP is enabled in lazy manufactured routers to make things automatically connect for you, but it's a huge security risk. Oh, so this is in your router. Okay. I'm unfamiliar with this situation. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, I'm trying to go through my router right now, but streaming makes internet.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. We don't want to necessarily
not the time to do that.
yeah, right. Facts.
Because it's automatically going to reboot the router, I'm sure. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, have you looked at any other miners that you could use instead of like the Bitaxe, or was
Are you
that
asking
just
me or Badel?
Yeah. No, you.
Me?
Like, was that just one you went with because you heard about it, or why did you choose that one?
Honestly, people that I know that use it, talking to them with regard to it, that was what sold me on it. And some of the other ones, I don't know. I figured this one maybe gave me the best chance of success with that particular scratch ticket. So it was a bit of talking to people on the backside and then saying, you know what, screw it. That's the way I'm going to go. So that was basically.
And they're like really cheap. I mean, the Bitaxe Gammas, I think we're on sale for 4th of July on Solo Satoshi for like $99.
They were
But
on
you
sale.
said
I missed that sale actually. Yes.
how much? But how much did you spend, and then how much terahash are you getting?
Hold on. I closed all that information.
I'm gonna say
I spent those about $130 because I got a discount because I also ordered the the stand, and then I believe it's 1.2 terahash. But give me a minute, and I'm gonna go and
Okay.
go pull that up.
So I mean that's like standard for like a small one.
Yes.
The 1.2. Well, it's depending on how much you want to spend, you could spend, I don't know, I think it's like 200 to 300 bucks, and there's the Avalon Nano 3, which will give you 6 terahash.
Avalon Nano 3.
Yeah, I've got 2 of the original Nanos.
Yeah,
Like,
great
only
machine.
one works.
Oh.
I mean, the only difference with those is I feel it's because it's a new item. Like, one of mine already broke, and I just got to make a video and send it to them and hope it's still under warranty. But they want like a video of like the power supply, the serial number of everything, and like they were asking about like my mining farm, like if it's big, small, whatever. And I'm like, I don't really know why they need to know that, but
right. I'm trying to pull it up right now, but of course I'm like pushing the limits here. I want to see if this is one of the ones. That name does not sound familiar to me.
I can pull it up right now. I've got it.
Oh, go ahead. Bring it up on the screen so everybody can see. Guys, I know we said we were going to talk all kinds of different things. We did say solo mining, and solo miners rule as far as I'm concerned, but kind of went down the proverbial rabbit hole quick here.
Screen share. There we go. Yeah, it is this right here. So
yeah, that's what I have.
Watt.
That's the original Nano 3. The new one is the 3S.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is their older, slightly older one. It's 189 bucks. You get 4 terahash, 140 watt draw, so a little higher than your Bitaxe is going to be, but you're considerably upping your chances on it for just, I don't know, like 50 bucks more. They also have the mini 3s. That's a little bit more that you'd have to spend, but I think it was some around like 8 terahash. That's also a decent option, but you'd have to spend about 500.
Those Nano 3s put out some good heat on high.
Yeah.
And there's been some people that have said on high they fail pretty quick. Now I got 2 of them about a year ago. I've ran them both on high nonstop. The first one quit working, I want to say in January, and I'm still it's just sitting there collecting dust because it doesn't work. The other one's been on high the whole time and no problem.
There you go.
Yeah, he's saying the Avalon Q. Is that the latest one that they just dropped? Yeah. But that's considerably more. So
yeah, that's like 800 or 1,000, I want to say.
I'm seeing a little bit more than that.
Well, and again, it's all
like
about the pricing too.
Yeah,
you know,
so
I'm
it's
not
like
going to go spend that.
1,200 for the Avalon Q, but you're getting 90 terahash. So
yeah, but how much
I mean,
are you spending in electric every month, though? You know, I mean, the Bitaxe Gamma is
so it's 1,674 watt. So, but
yeah,
like,
so
I mean, automatic beats said it. Got to spend money to make money.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. But if that's what I'm going to do, I'm just going to buy the Bitcoin at that point and just hold on to the freaking thing. And then same, buy gold, buy silver, and then just hold it.
So like the Avalon Q at 1,600 watts at 12 cents a kilowatt hour is going to cost you about $475 a day in electric. So I mean, you figure that's almost $150 extra every month just to power that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go.
And what?
Just buy the BTC.
I mean,
And
that's like
that's
the
the point
Bitaxe
I'm at.
gamma is 18 or 22 watts, right around 20 watts. I mean, that's going to cost you what? $1 a month extra? Like, that's nothing.
Yeah, and see, this is kind of what Allset's saying, kind of how I looked at it. I buy a Bitaxe, I'm paying nothing really extra per se in power because of what it draws, and it's like it's a lottery ticket that just like Shuby said. And matter of fact, I think when I'm going to put a video together with setting it up. I'm going to pull that clip I put together of Shuby saying that he's like he sees it as a lottery ticket that just doesn't stop scratching. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. See, and then so how I'm gonna get, I've been talking with Buck about it. I'm sure everyone knows Buck here in the chat, but he's got good deals that he's gonna be running out where you pay for a portion of a Bitcoin mining machine and it'll mine Bitcoin for you. So I've been working on them in the background, trying to get something going with that for more people to be able to get into mining. So I know
that's actually a good thing. Now, is he setting up a separate business for that? And I asked that question because Matrix Money Podcast starts back tomorrow. Jar was working on something similar to that as well. So that's why I'm asking that question. So is Buck doing that as well?
Yeah. So there's going to be, he's already got the machines running and all of that. So it'll be very easy integration. And you'll be able to buy a portion of a machine. I think he said he'd also sell terahash as well. So that's just something we've been talking about. I've kind of been helping him on like the business model of things, like how to break it on down, things like that, how we could advertise, since, I do YouTube and things like that. So I've been talking to him a lot about it, and I'm highly interested in just getting into mining that way because he has good power deals and he does immersion mining. So
we need to get him on here. So you got to work on him coming on here to talk about that, and the whole mining situation would be great.
Yeah,
I will definitely talk to him.
Talk to Buck. I don't know. Mining's kind of dead at the point, so I didn't really see the point in talking to him.
You don't see the point? Is that what you're saying? I'm sorry.
I mean,
air conditioner is right above my head.
At the moment, right now, not really, because most of my stuff's already off. So it's like, why talk to a miner about mining when nobody's really mining all that much right now?
Well, the idea behind what he's doing is so you can do mining because you're pooling all your resources.
Yeah.
But so basically, it wouldn't be you having to do anything. He's already mining. Like, he's got a 4-cent kilowatt hour power deal, and he's already got the immersion miners running. So I mean, if instead of you doing it yourself with, I don't know, what do you got, like 12-13 cent kilowatt hour that you're probably paying?
It's 12 at the moment, but somebody north of me, they went from 7 to 17. So I gotta see what my next electric bill is, because July 1st everything goes up.
Yeah. Let me see. I think I've got like a little video of it. Yeah.
Oh, welcome, Andrea. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, we're gonna get back to English sooner or later here.
So let me
the bottom line is, if you're looking for get into mining, perhaps Buck and or Crypto Jar will be people we need to get chatting with.
So he's already got that, and it's all set up and running and has been for a while. So that's just kind of what I've been looking at. That's how I want to get into mining, instead of me doing it myself, because I don't have a good power deal and I'm not trying to like scratch a lotto ticket. I want it to be a little more profitable. And he already has the numbers. He can break it on down with you. So I will definitely have to get him on the show.
Yeah, it's at least worth the conversation. People make their own decisions,
Mhm.
you know. You're in for it, great. You're not, great. You know what I mean? Part of the space. No, I think it'd be worth having him on board. And again, for those who may want to hit Jar up with those questions tomorrow, I'll give him a heads up that maybe we need to talk about that tomorrow as well. He was working on something similar to that before we had to put Matrix Money on hold, but he and I will be back tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So watch for that. And like I said, we'll try and get him to talk about that. All right. So what do you?
Is FF coming back on there?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Is FF coming back to Matrix Money?
I don't believe so. As of this moment, no. But we'll see. The door is open for him to come back, but as of this moment, no. It'll just be Jar and I going forward here. So what do you say, guys? Shall we actually move on to the next topic? We spent 20 minutes talking mining. Although, if you guys aren't done with that, we can keep talking mining. I'm okay.
Well, I think we can go on to the next.
All right. Very good.
We've been speaking nerd for a while, and now it's time to get to the juicy topic.
Well, Andy called us out on it. I'm just saying. All right, let's move on right here. And now most of you who are in this stream right now probably already heard about this. Basically, lots of Bitcoin being moved from Satoshi era wallets. I mean, to the tune of 80,000 BTC. That's a lot of Bitcoin. And, you know, coming back from when Bitcoin was like, what, 20 cents, I think, somewhere in that ballpark. Just to kind of get down here. One of these whales, currently speculated to be Roger Ver, has moved 80, and I don't know if it's Roger Ver or not, but anyway, has moved 80,000 Bitcoin over the past 24 hours. Now, this was 2 days ago, okay? That's more than $8.6 billion worth of regular people's money. I like how they word that there. Made from an initial investment of less than $210,000 back in 2011. Doing that math, this mystery whale has achieved a hypothetical return of nearly 4 million% since his original purchase.
I think it's even higher than that, if I'm not mistaken. It's closer to like 14 million%.
Well, that would make more sense to me, truth be told, because I mean, again, I think it was in the realm, because that's about when I first got introduced to Bitcoin. I was like, please, this is money, as I'm waving a dollar bill around or whatever. Yeah, I was an idiot.
You live and you learn.
I was an idiot. Yeah, and I remember for me it was like around 29 cents a Bitcoin at the time. So this had to be in that 20-cent bracket. And yeah, 210 grand worth of Bitcoin in your wallet now. Holy moly. The question, because I brought this up this morning on my stream as well. Let me just do this for the moment. And I threw it out to Joe. Why do you think that they're moving it? I mean, do you really think that they're going to be taking profits? I mean, what do you guys think about this? I know it gave the market's a little bit of jitter to see those kind of old wallets starting to move, but I don't know. I'd be okay with that. What do you? I mean, you hodled it, take your profits, man. But what do you guys think?
Well, I was gonna let him go first, but I think it's probably for some selling. It might not be all of it. You're probably going to want to make a deal with OTC so that you're not getting hit with slippage. The biggest reason to move it around is going to be to sell it. So that's just my thoughts. I don't think it's going to be immediately, though, because that's that thing is I still think we do have a little more upward momentum to do. I think they're just preparing and, taking some profits when you're 14 million% to the upside is not a bad move.
Facts, man. Facts. I agree with you, and I said the same thing this morning. Like moving it to the centralized exchanges, but they could be doing that to literally go OTC, put some Bitcoin back on the exchanges because we know their supplies have been coming down, and they're still going to get a decent price for their Bitcoin by doing that. And it's not going to create any of that slippage or any other. Yeah, I'm having a brain cramp right now, so Badel, bail me out. What do you think?
I mean, so on Misfit Mining on Saturday Night Live, it was either Hawk Crypto or Geek of All Trades. One of them mentioned that it could be a quantum computer that hacked into one of those old wallets, and that's where they move the money. Because I mean, what's really the chance of somebody buying Bitcoin, say for like $100, and keeping onto the seed phrase and everything for this whole time?
I mean, very, very likely if you spent $210,000, you kept your
Exactly.
seed phrase.
I agree. I think the likelihood is high. And
Yeah, but is
why
it
not
just
take
one
some of the
wallet,
profits?
or is it multiple wallets that
So,
80,000
it was-
Bitcoin is from?
I think it should. Trying to bring it back up here. Hold on. I believe it was 4 wallets in total, wasn't it? If I remember correctly.
So there was, I believe it said 8 wallets,
8 wallets.
each moving 10,000 Bitcoin.
Yes, you're correct.
Huh.
Right there. Yeah.
So
okay.
the fact that you're going to spend $210,000 worth of Bitcoin, you're probably going to keep your seed phrase. The other part, saying like it's a quantum computer, none of these quantum computers are really running on the internet yet. And they are in a think like old school computers that take up an entire room. But this is a massive computer that takes up an entire room that's, one, not on the internet, two, is in a highly controlled environment, because even the slightest shake can mess up the computer, and they are only working on single tasks right now. So, like, hey, we'll give it a math problem, and it's very, very good at this one limited task.
Yeah, but I mean, like when Vast AI, Dynex, Flux is coming out with something like that you can rent. Not going to say a supercomputer, but you can rent a lot of computers similar to a supercomputer.
Yeah, compute. Yeah.
And a year or so ago, people were using those to crack seed phrases. So, I mean, it's not that it's a supercomputer. It could just be people shelling out the money to rent from Clore, Vast, whatever company allows you to crack seed phrases.
I mean,
it's been going on for well over a year.
All right, so are you saying crack seed phrases as in we know this wallet has this much Bitcoin and we're specifically like breaking the algorithm? Or are you saying it's like Rainbow 9 computer program, and instead we have a computer that can work infinitely faster than any other normal computer, and we're just throwing random words out at this wallet until we unlock it?
Pretty much the last throwing random words at a wallet to get it unlocked, and then you get what you get.
But to 10 different wallets, you know how long that would take? Even with a supercomputer. With a supercomputer.
Well, and let's just put it out there. Quantum computers, why would you throw it at a Bitcoin wallet? You if you can do that, if you can crack Bitcoin, then you can go ahead and crack everything else, all the other encryption in the world. So the world is your oyster at that point, literally.
You'd be better off you'd be better off going and just taking down all banks use the same algorithm. Exactly. You'd be better off just taking down the banking system. You're like, okay, well, all of your money is now mine. So
exactly,
as a few people have said in the chat, it's like
I'm starting to highlight those now. So here's Andy chiming on in there, yes, and then here, yep.
I think the highest that has been achieved of qubits working together is, I believe it was 41, and that was off a random happenstance, and they were using lasers. So that's the highest that they've done, and they couldn't do it for very long because you need supercooling. So these have to be kept at absolute zero. So Kelvin, like extremely cold, otherwise it just breaks.
Yep. And you know, points here. Yeah. As we keep going, I want to keep going with this. And what he just said right here, we got bigger problems when that can happen. We just do. I'm sorry. We just do. And hey, we may be going down the Terminator road right now. That's probably a whole nother live stream, although we are going to touch on a little bit of in a few minutes, kind of.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and Andy agrees exactly. It's we're gonna have bigger problems, man. If that's the case, in my opinion. So now, does that mean that it's not? No, of course not. But I don't know, Badel. I personally think, man, throw that computing compute at something else.
It was just something that was brought up the other night, and I was like, kind of might be brought up.
And that's why I said I'm not saying no, but I mean, if it were me, I'd be throwing that compute at other shit. Just saying.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like
they moved that much Bitcoin after that many years. Like they must be HODL for life or something, or somebody that bought it, their kids found, the seed phrase and they just decided to move it. Like.
But I mean, how much more
Bitcoin? Why would you not take some profits along the way?
Because they're at $8 billion now. They're one of the few that have been like, okay, well, we're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave it. And like, how much more money do you need than like $8.6 billion? Like, does a man really need more than that?
No.
Well,
but I mean, if you invested 200 grand and it was worth $1 billion, why would you not take out a couple million? Why would you wait all this time and then just move it all at once?
I mean, because there was still more to be made. But it's like if he was investing $210,000 in Bitcoin back then when it was under $1, I guarantee that was not the only money he had out there invested. He or she, depending on whoever it was. If you're throwing $210,000 at something that you're just speculating on, because at that time, let's be honest, Bitcoin was a speculation. You threw $210,000 away at a speculation. That could have just gone to zero just as easily as it could have gone to $1. So that was just play money. If your play money is up to like $1 billion, yeah, some people might take profit, but some people also don't. It was play money. Let's see where it goes. They might not sell all of the Bitcoin. Maybe they just sell 10,000 of it. And that's more than enough profit taking. That's still a lot of money. That's like almost $1 billion.
Yeah, shit tons of money right there. Facts. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Time will tell, as they say. And Joe, that's you got more than $14 on the horizon, brother. More than $14 on the horizon. Oh man, that's funny. Okay, here we go. Speaking of the future, BC. Oh wait, are you gonna bring it up? Did you want to read this up, or did you want me to do it?
I have got it pulled up.
Okay, go ahead. You do it then. Go ahead, bring it on.
All right. Well, I saw this one the other day. I thought it was quite interesting. There's been a lot of talk about AI and taking people's jobs and automation and all of that. And I saw this article come out shortly afterwards. And it's Goodbye to Humans in Warehouses. Amazon rolls out a new autonomous robot in the UK and accelerates full automation. This is not something new. They've been test running these for a while. I've seen plenty of videos of them. They're not infallible. I saw a video of it was going back and forth with the orders, and it all of a sudden it just like dropped. So
Yes.
I mean, they're not infallible, but this is a big step in a new direction that we're slowly going to see across many, many workforces. Let's scroll it on down. Amazon is going to be putting an end to human labor. Yes, it has reached a turning point that will change how we view salaried work forever. Robots will outnumber human employees in a warehouse and around the world. The company that until a few years ago was seen as a major job creator has now said no more human labor. It wants more robots. And yes, it will be the first time that robots outnumber human employees, even though Amazon already has 1 million machines from robotic arms to wheeled transporters since 2020. Layoffs continue and job automation doesn't seem to be slowing down because, of course, not only does it improve the company's productivity, but machines don't get sick, don't ask for personal days, and don't demand their labor rights. The data may be very optimistic for Amazon, but workers are seeing their jobs being taken away, and there's no turning back. Here's what's happening inside the Amazon warehouse. And it kind of just goes more along the lines of it. But of course,
and links are in the description, everybody, so you can go check these out on your own, just so you know. And yes, Andrea, we're all going to get fat. Yes, facts. Anyway, sorry, go ahead, BC.
So where was it? Even Amazon claims it has trained 700,000 employees. That's a good number of people trained since 2019. It's also true that it has laid off 27,000 workers since 2022, including recent cuts in the retail and devices divisions. Automation seems to be moving faster than job retraining, and many eliminated positions are not being replaced but substituted. It's normal. People should feel afraid about it. It just kind of just dives a little more further into that with a video, but I kind of just want to talk it out because there's plenty of ways this can be viewed as worrisome, but I think it opens a lot of doors to other areas that we can get to in life besides just staying, like a consumer and a worker. And a lot of people see it as negative, but I see it as kind of both. For a while, you're going to have jobs that get taken
It'll be
away.
hurt.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
it's
it'll be
going to
hurt for a
hurt.
little while. Yep.
But at the end of the day, we've seen this shift over and over and over again. First, we had people that would, go out there and they would manually take crops from the field and they would do all of that production. And then they would end up either cleaning all of it or whatever it needs to be done to get it market ready. Now we have a bunch of machines that do that. It makes those jobs easier, but people that would have been working in the field doing that work can now instead work on those machines because those machines aren't infallible. They will break down. So you saw a shift in the workforce. Yes, it scared a lot of people at first. You saw the same thing in production when we had your like the Jennies where they were operated on steam. A lot of people lost their jobs. Guess what?
Yes.
Now we need people to work on these machines. So the workforce will just kind of change. It will take away a lot of jobs, but does anyone really want to do those jobs anyway? Let's be honest now. Like, do you want to work in a warehouse for 14 hours a day and sweat and not like work for a company that's making a bunch of money and you're not making a bunch of money? Or would you rather have more freedom?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to do that. Definitely not at my age. I'm getting too old for that shit. But
but I mean, Amazon. So like the Amazon warehouse by me, yes, there's a lot of employees, but for the building size, there's not. Because doing the H, want to say, and I had to go back to put in some big ass fans. That's actually the name. And I was talking to one of the supervisors there, and they were like, yeah, anything that's valued at over $100 never gets touched by a human hand in this whole building.
Huh. Interesting.
I don't know if you've ever seen the size of like an Amazon, but it's like half a mile long and like a quarter mile wide. Like we used to ride four-wheelers on the roof just to get around because walking would just take so much extra time. And it's like,
no,
I mean, it's
they are
different than
huge.
robots because it's all conveyors and scanners and like little arms that flip boxes down this conveyor. You know, it's a little different, but I mean, conveyors were doing the same thing 15 plus years ago. Same thing.
Yep. No facts. Shuby's got your back right here, saying it right here. There it is. And yeah, I see you just said you agreed with Andy here. Yeah, she's talking AWS, by the way. And that is come on, that's the lion's share right there. That's
their web services is where they make most of their money, and their data storage centers make a lot of money there. So like the retail side of things, yes, it makes some money, but it's a very small in comparison.
Yep.
I mean,
I agree.
Another big thing on if you don't like companies switching to things like this, where it's more automation, you know what's not going to be automated? Your mom and pop shop that's buying local things and selling to your local community. A big part of supporting the economy is voting with your dollar, so you can continue to spend your money with Amazon and promote robots taking people's jobs, or you can pay a little bit more and buy something at your local mom and pop shop. So
amen. Part of why I can't stand the whole self-checkout thing in Walmart. That just you ain't gonna. I mean, I shop at Walmart as infrequently as possible, mind you, but I do, and never, ever. I'll wait in a line down half the store for a regular cashier before I check myself out of a register. I don't work at Walmart. Anyway, just saying.
Buck saying robots, please. I mean, depending on what it is, you know, I wouldn't mind hopping into a taxi that has no person in it, because you know, sometimes that's
yeah. What they're gonna be doing? What is it? Running Man? Was that movie with the robot driver? I can't remember. What do you guys think about this?
That's why I put a small portion of my portfolio into cloud storage. I chose Arweave. Retro Mike would argue Storj. See, and that's why I just bought some tech companies that do that instead. Not that there's anything wrong with the crypto side of it. I just don't think it's there just yet to kind of compete with that. And I don't think the decentralization of storage is there yet either. Although it is eventually you're gonna need that competition. So
yeah, I'm with you. I don't know. I don't agree that it's there yet, but I would much rather see that proliferate, I guess, for lack of a better word, to grow. That's it. You know, that sector, the decentralized sector of that grow. I think I wouldn't mind, and actually do hold a little bit of this cloud storage stuff. Like I said, Filecoin, that's a dinosaur coin, but doing the same stuff, basically been here for how long? But I think I would like to see that grow, that piece grow. What's this? Graph.
The graph. Yep. See, exactly. And that's a great project as well. Here's the thing though, is you're going to have to get people to switch from, hey, well, I have my Android phone, it comes with Google, and Google automatically has my cloud storage and all of that, and you're going to have to get them to actually switch that stuff to a decentralized network. A lot of these people are not going to want to do that, don't know how to do that. There's some barriers to entry there. So
kind of like crypto.
So you're just now getting your average person to be like, yeah, I'll buy some Bitcoin. but they're not going and they're not downloading Coinbase or they're not downloading crypto.com. They're going to their bank and being like, can you hold this ETF for me?
Yeah, right.
So that we've still got a lot of barriers to entry to crypto being used in everyday life, although it is getting further and further. So we've got time.
And there you go. There's the full circle right here. And there's the full circle. All right, Andy, there you go. There's a fact right there. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Well, guys,
I think Buck wanted us to remove his comment.
Oh no, he said because it's this side right here, because it's scrolled up off the screen. That's why he was.
Oh, okay.
Because it only has so many comments that show up on the screen. So there we go. So Buck, we want to get you on here so we can talk to you about your whole sitch, what you got going on there. So please connect. Damn it, pointing the wrong side here. Please connect with BC and see if we can't coordinate something. I'd appreciate that. And hopefully the answer won't be boo.
I don't know. Piper said some good things about Buck, so I'm pretty sure he seems like a decent guy.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Thank you, Buck. Appreciate that. Well, hopefully you and BC can coordinate something. He's got he knows the drill. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
it's all lies.
If you've met Buck in person, there's a lot to say, and most of it is that this man is a degen.
and he keeps typing all lies. I don't know. Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. Andy says so. It's got to be true. Simple. It's just simple.
He's
great.
Mean,
that's all we got, guys. Talk. You guys got questions? Put it in the chat. We'll try and answer it. I'd like to try and stay live a little bit longer. See if BC. I keep doing that. Damn it. OC is gonna go live so I can forward over there. But unless you two guys got something, have at it, man. Throw it out there.
We could ask Buck his opinion on Bitaxes. I mean, we talked like 20 minutes about it.
He's got a completely different scenario going, so I'm going to guess they're not going to be a very positive.
He's like, at my electric rate, they're not even worth buying. But, some of us are a little different. But I did put in a private chat. I don't know if you noticed.
I didn't. Sorry.
I put in, so an average hash rate of like 850 gigahash, solo mining Bitcoin gets you 0.005% chance per year to hit a Bitcoin block.
So play the lottery. That's basically it right there. Playing the lottery. Hey, whatever. I mean,
at like 20 watts,
crazy.
Whatever. But then Techman, I think it was Techman put it in the comments earlier. He runs 3 Bitaxes at 12 cents, and it raises his bill like $5.30 a month.
Mm-hmm. But like, what's your odds of hitting then? Because you're running 1.2 terahash. So like, what is the odds of hitting a block when you're running 3.6 terahash?
So
I don't know. I don't know the math.
Me either. You got me.
I'm waiting for Buck. Yeah, it's not a biz idea. That's a gamble.
So
yeah, exactly.
4.5 times more likely. So you'd be at like a 0.0.
Yeah, 0.020
chance.
Techman saying better than none. I guess.
I suppose that's true. And yeah, Shuby, exactly. It's a lottery ticket, brother. I get it. And I'm okay with that. What is it going to cost? The extra couple of dollars, and I'm still going to be putting money into, or at least this is my perspective. Okay, wait, I should probably put this up on the screen. Okay, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Old guy, interwebs. Don't do what I do. Do your own shit. But like, listen, I look at it this way, exactly like Shuby just said. It's a lottery ticket. It's whatever. It's kind of fun to me, to be completely honest with you. And then if I hit, guess what? If I just don't show up one day, you know why? There it is. You know what I'm just saying? I'm just saying. Or either that or I drop dead, one or the other. Because I am kind of old. So one or the other. But anyway, you know, and I'm still gonna buy Bitcoin in the background. You know, I'm still gonna DCA. So, you know, why not? Whatever. But like I said, not financial advice. What the frick do I know anyway? Let's see. I don't mind BTC for a gamble. I base everything off 4-year average. Okay. But you have a business. You have a business. That makes sense. You don't want to gamble. Your business is mining. My business is not mining. My business is right here, talking to you peeps. And I enjoy it very much, actually, truth be told. My BTC play is accumulate as much as possible. Makes complete sense. And that's why I still DCA into the Bitcoin. But I figure, you know, have a little fun playing on the side. That's just me. Again, don't do what I do. Do what you do.
Did you see about CoreWeave's announcement today of they want to acquire Core Scientific?
I did not see that.
Oh,
do you have do you got something with that pulled up? We can talk about it. I didn't even see it. No.
I can. I was gonna talk about it tomorrow morning.
Oh, then talk about it tomorrow. We'll have to tune in tomorrow morning. And
it was
trading
very
is
interesting.
No, I agree. I would love to hear more about that. And yes, trading is a business, Andy. But here we go. Frankie Raid incoming. There we go. Nice. K Diggity in the house. And there you go. Andy wants to know now.
I'll do a little tease of the headline here. So I know everyone has probably heard of CoreWeave if you're in the crypto space. CoreWeave is acquiring a company that does a lot with heavy compact machines in the computer space that handle data. So Core Scientific is going to be bought by CoreWeave in a $9 billion deal. So a lot to go over tomorrow morning. And I'll dive further into it there. But I just thought this was a nice little teaser for tomorrow. And then maybe we can talk more about it next week. Since you know, we seem to like that AI topic. Doom and gloom or positivity, however you look at it, you know?
I don't see it so much doomy and gloomy. I mean, yeah, like we were just saying, BC. To me, it's like, yeah, there's gonna be some pain for a little while, you know, as the apple cart gets upset with the move of AI. But I don't know. I use AI like almost daily. I mean, you know, not the robots and shit like that. I use AI to help me with putting together all my stuff now, and I'll tell you what, I like doing it. Again, you guys know I tell you all the time, I use Venice AI. I love the damn thing. So it's awesome as far as I'm concerned. Now, BC, I thought you said you use AI. Yes, do I remember that correctly?
Every single day I use AI at some point. I use ChatGPT.
That's right, ChatGPT. That's what it was.
It's an amazing tool, and I don't think anyone should be angry about a tool. And that's all AI is. It is a tool to either one, help you do something, or free up time, or free up mental energy. Like that's all. It assists you in doing the things that you're already doing. So I don't think that there should be a whole lot of worry on that. And it frees you up to do a whole lot more of the things that you like to do. And that's eventually where things will be going, especially if you want to see humanity progress a little bit further from like a stage 0 civilization. If we want to achieve higher order things, we need these base order jobs to be taken away. If you want to get to a stage 1 civilization where we are interplanetary, or where we're getting to stage 3 where we can achieve light speed travel or things like that, then you need AI, and you need the greatest tool that we've ever made in humanity. And that's all AI is at this point. It is the greatest tool that we've ever made.
It is a tool, and it is a good tool, efficiency tool. That's the way I look at it. It's an efficiency tool for me. And now let me, I know you use a paid version. I use a paid version. But Dell, I'm not sure. Do you use a paid version? I think you're just using the free version you said last time.
Yeah, I really haven't touched Chat GPT since BC PortCorp told me about it and got me hooked on it for like a week.
It's billion right there. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Cool, I did images and stuff, but it's like, I don't know. I got too much other stuff going on. I was like, I can create images with it and then use another program to convert that image to like burn something like on a laser.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And perfect use right there. Perfect use. I don't know. BC, what do you think? Worth pay a paid version? As I'm stuttering on myself.
Yeah. See, and here's the thing: is that $20 a month that you're going to spend is going to speed up that process a lot. So using that free version, you get 5 images, but like you're also at a lower version of Chat GPT than I'm using. So like I got a buddy that's in sales. He does a lot with like concrete and things like that. So he'll go out and he'll bid jobs for people. He uses AI daily, and it helps him a lot where it's like, hey, I need a synopsis made of this so that when I get back from running to all these places, I can just already have it ready. He uses the glasses, but I told him about the newest version of ChatGPT because we were going back and forth on it, and I actually showed it to him, and he was like, oh crap, that's a game changer. I'm switching back to ChatGPT because you can just talk with it and then show it the pictures, and it'll literally do everything that you need it to do for him, at least. And it's getting to that point where it can do more and more tasks and help more and more people. And I've been seeing a lot of news articles about how people have been using ChatGPT to make their side hustle an actual business and make it as profitable as possible. So a lot of use cases on it.
Yeah. I mean, because think about it. I mean, I know we're kind of getting off topic. Everybody that's still hanging out, and thank you for hanging out, by the way. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you're smashing up that like button. We really appreciate you for doing that. If you're on X, because we've got a few people over there on X, you know the drill. Hit that heart. Give man some love over there on X. But it is such a great efficiency to be able to do that. I mean, just being able to take a small business, like I'm a one-man band here, and sometimes I feel like how's that saying go, like a one-arm wallpaper hanger or something like that. That's what I feel like sometimes. But when I'm able to leverage, in this case, Venice, I feel like I've got another employee that, technically I guess I paid for, but like I'm not paid, not literally got to pay job per job. It's for me, I paid it annual. So it's just an annual fee. You know what I mean?
It's like a salary employee.
What's he saying?
Shill your merit.
You know what? I keep forgetting to put the damn link in there because I automatically assume it shows up on YouTube. The problem is Joe pointed out to me during Friday's stream that it doesn't show up under the live stream. It's when it comes back out. So thank you, K Diggity. Yes, I did. This morning I was drinking out of my coffee mug, which we gave away on Friday night stream. And Shuby has got the tracking numbers for some of the hats that are going out. So that stuff's going out. And we'll be working on the other stuff, the wallet and the books. So we'll see about that. But yes, I do have the entire line there. And thank you for saying that, K Diggity. I'm going to put a note right here. So as soon as I'm done, I'm going to put that in the damn notes.
In the description?
In the description, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Because there's some very, very good hats there.
Yeah, well, the hats won't be there. The hats are a Shuby deal. So if you want a hat, we got to coordinate something with Shuby. So, but like the mugs, the shirts, all that kind of stuff, yeah, that's in the shop. That's in the shop.
Okay.
I kind of kept the hats out on purpose because I trust Shuby. I don't mind supporting his side hustle. So anyway, I know we got off on a way big tangent there, guys. And I don't see OC looking like he's going live. So I'm guessing that he is probably not. He wasn't on the morning market report either. It was just
no.
So
yeah.
Jesse is in the house, and no apologies, man. You could be late. Life, brother. Life. It's okay. And I want a redneck hat. That one of the camo hats?
A trucker hat? Is that what he's talking about?
I'm not sure.
That's all. That's what I wear. Trucker hats.
There you go. Well, guys, let's wrap up. Badel, anything you want to throw out before we start to wrap this thing up?
I'm thinking about tearing apart my 3070 rig and making 2 or 3 AI rigs because that seems to be more profitable. But 2 of the motherboards that I have, last I knew, they didn't turn on. So it's going to be a lot more work than just throwing a hard drive with Windows on it and throwing a 3070 in it or a 3070 Ti. But
gotcha. And here's the suggestion for Buck right there with a little deer blood on it. There it is. I love it. And Joe, you are the man. I will do that. Thank you. You are the man. All right. So when do you think you're going to have that all squared away? If you said that, I missed it. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It all depends on how much of a pain in the butt it is to get the motherboards to work.
What's wrong with them?
So the one I got from Paperclip, I reset the CMOS and now it doesn't turn on.
Yeah.
I've tried 3 different power supplies. I'm assuming replacing the battery would fix it, but if that doesn't, I have no idea. The other one was for my 3070 Ti mining rig, and I was overclocking the hell out of. I was using too much power from the server power supply, and my one buddy said that I may have. I forgot what it was, but threw some wonky voltage at the CPU, and it may have came unpasted from the heatsink, or not unpasted, but somehow came off the motherboard just enough to where that won't turn on either.
So with the first one, with your reset of software, you could have just bricked it, and now you're gonna have to go back in the hard way and unbrick it. So
yeah, but it won't even turn on though. All I did was pull the CMOS battery out, waited 5-10 minutes, popped it back in, and it won't do anything now.
That's weird. So
yeah,
did you try a new?
Maybe I shorted the battery out because if you touch the top and the bottom, it shorts it out. So I bought more and just I don't know. I think about it, but then I drink a little bit or I play video games. And I just think about it. Well, it's like my one Nano 3, I bought a year ago. It's been broke for 6-7 months. And all I got to do is send them a little video about it and maybe
Army Piper in the house. And Mark Dutch in the house.
The ride is we're winding on down.
You get your exactly. We're about ending the stream here, guys. But I appreciate you, and there you go. You get your power supply from the train station. There you go.
I mean, the power. So when I bought my 3070 Ti rig, it was from my buddy in Wisconsin, and he sold me the entire thing. He even hand delivered it to my house. All I had to do was plug it in and turn it on. But it was built for Ethereum, and I was mining Kapow, and I was running a 1200 watt power supply at like 1230 watts on 240.
Oh man, I love Mark. He's all in it. All in it.
Oh, he
There you
took
go.
Mark off of his name. I was like, I know that name, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah, Mark Dutch. And sitting in my car at Hobby Lobby while the wife is there. Well, thanks for stopping in, and thank you for smashing up the like in advance. Appreciate that. All right.
I'd be up in Hobby Lobby buying some stuff too. I love that store.
Listen, don't let that inner geek come out now there, BC. No, or at least not anymore than it has, right? Well, Badel, you got to keep us up to date. Maybe you need to do a live stream with that as you're futzing with it again. Try to keep the sparks to a minimum this time, though. So.
Well, and then if you need a cheap new motherboard, I can let you know, because there's plenty of now cheap motherboards that you can use for some mining. So get with me after. I gotta go eat dinner, so I'll try to find some links while I'm eating and send you some things.
I prefer to buy like the same motherboard, so that way I can still use the processor, the heatsink, the RAM, and all that. You know, to cut costs down a little bit.
Well, it just depends on what you're running. So, like, if it's Intel or AMD, like they're still the same kind of motherboards. So as long as you get something that'll run all of that, then you're fine. But yeah. So,
but it's like I was like looking at like 13070 on AI makes say like $1.25 a day before power. So it's like it's not worth it to go spend $150 on a motherboard to make $1.20 a day. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
you can pick up a motherboard for like $60. So I mean, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money.
They were that expensive. Yeah.
No. And if all you're going to be doing is running that, then you don't even need an expensive motherboard. Like it's just going to be doing a one process. So super easy. But nah.
I'm sorry. I had to do it. But I'm serious though, Badel. You should probably consider doing another stream with regard to that. I'm just for real though. Because I think people might be interested. I mean, just saying. BC, what about you, man? What do you got coming up on the morning show and the like? Anything?
We will be doing live trading on Good Morning Crypto going forward. So
going forward, like every day?
Yeah. So K Diggity was the winner of our giveaway last week for 4th of July, and he said that he wanted to give back to the community with it. So we're going to be doing live trading with his winnings, and then I'm going to throw some extra money at it. And every morning, we're either going to come with a new trade or continue off of the trade that we had made from the day before as a community, decide whether we take profits or keep it on going. So that's just the new venture that'll be going with Good Morning Crypto. And when things get to a certain price point on the portfolio, then we'll give some of that money away and we'll start it on back over. So,
wow, nice. I like that. I heard you mention something about it, and because I watch after the fact, because I'm still sleeping when you're when you're doing your thing there.
How dare you be asleep, sir?
I know, right? I'm a slacker. Yeah. CCM needs sleep, man. But anyway, so now that makes complete sense. Awesome. So everybody knows you got to be there tomorrow morning with BC. 5:45 Eastern. Yes, did I get that right? I don't want to give the wrong time. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then hopefully here soon that time will change and go back to the old time, because been talking with some jobs, so
that would be good, because then I might actually be able to catch some.
Catch you live, yeah. Justy with the sleep question marks.
Sleep.
Yeah, yes, what is sleep?
Yeah, what is sleep, right? Yeah, no.
2 a.m. or 3 a.m. at his time zone.
Yeah, right now probably. Anything else, BC, you want to throw out before we wrap this thing up?
No, that was it for me.
Okay. Just so everybody knows, for my channel, remember tomorrow night, Matrix Money Podcast is back. Myself and Crypto Jar will be live 6 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be the "We're Back" in my best Arnold voice. That's as good as I get, guys. Sorry. But anyway, we're gonna be talking a bunch of stuff. And like I said, if you're interested in what BC was talking about with regard to Buck, and there's your answer, Badel. You see it, 2:11 a.m. his time right now. You can hit me up or hit Jar up in the live chat. We'll be live on his channel, my channel, and on X. So make sure you check that. Oh, and on Patreon. So check that out. Wednesday morning, Joe and I will be live again, 11 a.m. Eastern time for the midweek. And then hopefully you guys that are here on the screen and everybody in the chat will be joining me Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern for Crypto on the Rocks. I don't know that we're going to do any giveaways this week. And if we do, it's going to be a complete surprise to even me. So there we go.
Tune in. You never know.
What's that?
I said, tune in. You never know.
It is true, because the whole thing with the gold, I had no idea that was even going on the way it ended up. So, I mean, boom, there it is. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this thing up. I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you, everybody, for being here and supporting us. Really appreciate it. If you haven't already done it, you know the drill. Smash up that like button. But right now, we are going to dance our way off the stage right now. All right, guys, take care. I'll see you next week.
Have a good one, guys. Have a good, safe week.